Hi, everybody. Welcome to One Shot, a podcast filmed in a real studio and not digitally over Zoom. I'm so happy to have you here with me. We are going to be playing Our Brilliant Ruin today. It's very special. I'm very excited because I get to play today. I don't have to GM. And that one commenter who hates me will be very relieved. And I'm so happy for him on this day. I'm going to introduce some very wonderful guests to the show. And when you introduce yourself, I also want you to answer an icebreaker question that I am thinking of in this very moment, which is related to this game a little bit. If you could, let's say we take all of society collapses and you get to rebuild it from scratch and you get to orchestrate it. Aside from like the big terrors like war and racism and homophobia, what's one thing you just wouldn't put back? Like, what's one little thing that you would just be like, nah, the world's not going to have that anymore?
Wow.
That's a big question, actually.
Holy shit.
I'm thinking icebreaker, like, what would you consider your infallible skill? And no, she's like, okay.
Yeah. I don't. It could have been that. It could have been that for sure.
I know mine. Yep, know mine.
Okay, excellent. Well then, Kendo, why don't we start with you?
No.
Introduce yourself to the audience, and
I did do that, didn't I? Hi, my name is Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer. I use any all pronouns, and if there was an apocalyptic scenario where everything was destroyed and I get to orchestrate rebuilding everything back, one thing that I would get rid of are cities that are made around the movement of cars and vehicles rather than people.
That's like all of America. You just get rid of America.
I'd get rid of America. I'd give land, first of all, land back. Second of all, no more cities.
I said aside from the big horrors.
A non-walkable city is the biggest horror. You're not wrong.
You would erase Robert Moses from the world.
I would. Yes, I would. Just gone.
Yeah. Shenuque, you want to go?
Hey everyone, I'm Shenuque, and I would get rid of cheese. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. I want everyone to suffer. I want everyone to have a bad time. I want everyone to have a bad time.
Hey, I think I need to go.
Yeah. I'm a guy that likes chaos. I don't care for it. Doesn't matter to me. I don't like cheese.
All cheese?
Yeah.
I could do without it. I could go the rest of my life without eating cheese, and I'll be fine.
I think you're wrong.
And I'm also tired of people saying, "Oh, I couldn't be vegan because I can't get rid of cheese." No one asked. I don't care. I don't care about that. Leave me alone. I don't give a shit if you can't do cheese. I don't care. Why? I didn't ask that. Wasn't the question I asked you. Why are you telling me that?
Look, I get the feeling that you're holding back a little bit.
There's a deep-seated rage here.
Oh my gosh. Well, Rachel, why don't you introduce yourself as well?
Hi, I'm Rachel J. Wilkinson, she, her pronouns, and I feel like I get rid of black licorice. I was kind of with Shenuque in that.
What?
I agree.
You all are just getting rid of food?
And after your display of cheese,
phenomenal work, Rachel.
No.
Phenomenal work.
The world is upturned. All of society is destroyed, and you all have the chance to get rid of one thing, and you all decide it's food.
Delicious
of food.
Snacks?
Yeah. Exactly. At least we could walk around in this world, all right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm getting rid of eggs. All eggs.
All
You
eggs.
piece of shit.
No.
Take that back.
If you're getting rid of cheese, I'm getting rid of eggs.
Oh my god. The gym rat
bastard.
among us is triggered.
No more protein. No more omelets. No more cakes. Nothing.
Rat among us is triggered. I've never been roasted that badly before.
I know what you are. That's amazing. Wow.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Holy cow. I am Dillin. You all know me because I live here, so I'm not going to introduce myself, but I will say that I would get rid of the website time.is because
What? No, absolutely not. That's the only way.
it causes so much distress among every guest that I try to make use it to the point where I've just simply stopped because it stresses people out so much and
so
tries
funny.
to break people's computers. And I just think it's had its time. It's over. And with that, I'm going to pass the GM microphone over to Rachel to run us a little game.
Hello, we are going to be playing Our Brilliant Ruin, and the title of this venture today is going to be called The Painted Debut. We are going to be in the only city in the Dremark that still exists. It's called Grandhurst. We are specifically in the district of Whitby Gardens. This is the very bougie, the very she neighborhood where all of the aristocrats have townhomes and lavish estates, so they can be in the city and yet remain comfortably in their lifestyles of choice. We are also going to be playing in high season. High season is the season in spring and summer. This is, if you're thinking about it in Downton Abbey terms or Bridgerton terms, this is the Tawn, this is the social season. And we are going to be focused around the Valgrave family and two twins named Lark and Roe, who are 15 years old. They are debuting this season, and this is their personal introduction into society. And that is where we are going to start today. It is the day of the ball. And I'd like to take an opportunity to have each one of you introduce your characters, but in a very specific scenario. And if you are comfortable, I would like to start with Dillin.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, sure.
So, yes, if you could just give me like a brief introduction on your character, I will throw you the first scenario.
Okay. So Madeline is a kind of understated and demure-looking lady. In her, not quite very young. She's in her maybe 40s, 50s, but still very mousy, and dresses very clean, very properly, and is the housekeeper of this estate. And she cares about that very much, and it's very apparent every time she walks into any room.
Well, the room that you just walked into is the ballroom. And it is the final preparations. You see the staff doing the last little touches. Imagine candelabras, flickering light across, this spotless ballroom. You have this warm, soft glow from a chandelier. And since we are in a Valgrave home, you have these dark forest green drapes kind of falling, 2 stories from the ceiling. And there is the scent of flowers. There is the scent of beeswax candles burning. Everything is beautiful. It's polished. It's elegant. You are so pleased with yourself right now. And then out the corner of your eye, just before you can do anything, you see a staff trip on an edge of carpet. But this staff member is holding a tray of glasses. And just as they trip, you see the tray fling out of their hands and careen across the floor in a terrible sound of shattering. The footman is horrified and immediately looks at you and is just deer-caught headlights, raving terrified. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what to do.
She takes like a very deep, tough breath of air. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry. Here's what you need to do, though. You need to get up and you need to get everybody who isn't presently carrying something to come here right away and fix this. Which we will. before the party.
I have some very bad news for you, though. It was the last of the matching set.
All right. Of course. Well, nothing to do about that then. So just get whatever we can get and bring it here. Go.
So you're going to have me put mismatching set of glasses in front of Lady Catherine?
Is there another option, dear?
I don't know that perhaps there's some dice involved where you can find out.
Oh, perhaps there are some dice involved. What should I roll, Rachel?
You tell me. That is the
All right,
beauty of
let's
this
see.
game. You look at your sheet. It caters to your best skills. It allows you to choose where you think you have the best roll.
So I have ingenuity. Do we think that might help me here?
You'll need a personality and a skill.
And a skill.
And that
Yeah,
makes your dice pool.
So I think that then I'll do this sounds just like a terrible actual combination, but I want to do it anyway. Ingenuity and craft?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. That is a 4.
So you did not get a 6, but you also didn't get any 1s, right?
No, that's true.
Okay, so you don't really think of anything on the spot. You're like, but we do have an extra set of glasses that are vaguely similar, and perhaps if we just tuck them into the back, no one will notice.
Okay. Just do as I say. Get me the extra glasses. We'll make it work.
Yes, of course, Miss Madeline. And he runs off to go do that. And while you are catching your breath, we are going to move to Shenuque.
Hell yeah.
Why don't you introduce your character to us?
I'm playing Dillin Tarley. Yeah, pronouns are he, they. He is the valet for Lark Valgrieve. And his epigram is, if I don't do it, my brother probably will.
Do you want to let us in on who your brother is?
My brother is Quincy M. Tarley, who you will be introduced to in just a moment.
So you and Quincy are both in the dressing room for the twins. And this is a madhouse. This has dogs yapping. The girls are trying to get dressed. There are people in and out. This is just sort of a whirlwind of chaos in the final moments before guests arrive. And you see Lark standing in front of the mirror, tugging at her dress. And this dress is made of beautiful, delicate lace. And she is just tugging at it. And she's complaining about the train is too long. And what if I trip? We should absolutely shorten this dress. And these sleeves, do they look plain? These sleeves, they're too plain. Where are the gloves? I got to wear some gloves. Get me my gloves. And she is, her, you could tell the panic is spiraling into something.
Cool. Yes. Dillin is like a tall, lanky fella, wearing like a full like tuxedo-esque thing, and like has like a band-aid under his eye, a little bit dirty from hanging out with the vagaboys, which are the vagabonds outside in the back. And Lark, with the dogs barking, Lark's like, "Dogs, shut the fuck up!" And then turns to Lark and goes,
"How dare you speak to Tilly that way? How dare you?"
"Oh yes," and then like turns and's like, "Oh, so sorry, Lark. My apologies. Dog, quiet down, dog.
Tilly, come here. Ignore the bad man."
"Oh, are you sad? Just you look fine. Just my dear, just please put something on. Here are some gloves." And I kind of grab some gloves and give them over to her. I think you look great. You're gonna attract all of the boys or girls. What are you into again? Both? Were you a both person?
These gloves are dirty. Why are you handing me dirty gloves?
Sorry. Let me clean them. And I take them and I like turn my back to her and just give it a quick spit shine.
And she puts on these gloves and she's like, I don't know if this is really reassuring my confidence, but okay, I guess.
You look delightful. I'm sure any young man, woman, or person would want to. What you're trying to attract someone, right? That's what today is for.
This is our introduction into society.
Right. You're in society would love you.
I'm going from a miss to a lady.
Of course, yes. You look like a lady to me.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
It's gonna go great, I believe.
Then you hear Ro. She's like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But I can't find my comb. Where is my comb? Quincy, I can't find my comb.
Don't worry, young miss. And I like almost like with a flick of the wrist, like produce her comb and hand it to her.
Yeah, why don't you introduce your character to us?
Yeah, so Quincy M. Tarley, he, him, who is shorter than his older brother, a bit more broad, with kind of a neatly trimmed like beard, mustache, balding a little bit, but wearing an identical suit to Dillin, but I feel like mine is probably better tailored for myself. I feel like Dillin probably had to borrow someone's suit.
Mine's oversized.
Yeah,
it's definitely one of your old suits. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, Ro is sitting at the vanity and she's looking at this comb and she's like, this is not my mother's comb. I have to wear my mother's comb. Where is my mother's comb?
I'm combing a dog with it. I'm using it.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me right now? You've taken my young lady's comb and you're using it for a dog. Understandable. I'm going to do my best. I do I know you're using it for the dog?
You can see me doing it, absolutely.
Okay, amazing, wonderful. I'm going to position myself in between Dillin and Ro so that she cannot see her mother's comb being used on a dog. I'm going to try to see if I can calm her down in this moment, like try to reassure, like, it's okay, it's not your mother's comb, I'm sorry, I can't, in all of the hustle and bustle, one of the footmen must have lost it, but this is your grandmother's comb, actually, which I feel would be something that she would want for you on this particular day.
I'm gonna have you roll those sexy glow-in-the-dark dice that you have.
Do it.
Yeah, those sexy brilliant ruined dice. So can I do sensitivity express?
Sure.
Would that make sense? Okay.
You're lying to her. You gotta
I
sell the lie.
I do have to sell the lie. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. So that's 1 5 and 2 1s.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That is a catastrophe. And
Yeah.
not only does she take the comb from your hand, she also very specifically leans to your left behind you and sees directly where the comb is.
Oh no.
Tarly, did you just lie to me?
Not the
And
last name.
I don't even want to think about what your brother might be doing now.
I'm like combing my hair with it now.
Forgive me, young Lady Ro. I'm afraid I was trying to cover for my brother's missteps once more. Foolish of me. I continue to try to tutor and teach him in ways befitting one of his station, but he does not listen nor learn. And
Well, for a master, perhaps you need a little bit more tutoring yourself.
Oh,
very
she's so
right,
mean.
No,
young
she
lady.
did not.
Now can I have my comb, please?
I without even turning, I'm just going to like snap and like wave you over, Dillin.
Dillon's like, oh, what's up, Quincy? Oh, hello, young, other
The
one.
comb.
Oh, yes, here, this good comb covered in like my hair and dog hair.
Clean it before you hand it.
Oh,
to
yes,
the young lady.
yes. Right, of course. I turn around, give it a quick spit shine, pull the hair out. Here, yes, perfectly clean. Yum yum.
Fine, but my mother is going to hear about this.
I shoot
I-
Dillin a look.
Wait, is that-
It seems like shenanigans are happening. Can Madeline walk in towards the end of this shenanigan?
because you know that they're supposed to. Guests are coming. They're going to have to walk downstairs.
Yeah.
As you walk down the hallway, you hear Ro just like skewering our Quincy Tarley.
Hmm.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, Quincy.
And I take every word of it, you know? I am but a wall to be yelled at.
Oh no.
Oh, now what's going on here? Oh, young Miss Rowe, you're looking fine. So well put together. May I tidy that? And I'll put my hand out for the comb that's in her hand.
She hands it over.
Like, just a moment in the washroom. Quincy, Dillin, would you just join me over here a moment?
Of course.
Oh yes, of course.
Excuse
And she's
us.
gonna walk to the nearest washroom to give this comb like a proper scrub. And as soon as there's distance between us and anyone else in the house, you two do know what today is?
Tuesday.
Ah, Quincy, help me.
Dillin,
Yeah. I think it's going pretty well, guys.
it
I'm
is most certainly not. It is most certainly not.
What?
Dillin, you have found every possible way to bunk this one up. Today is perhaps the most important day in either of our young ladies' lives. This is their debut, Dillin.
Oh. Okay.
However
Yeah.
today goes, sets the trajectory for the rest of their lives in polite society. However, this is the start of their reputation. You want it to go smoothly.
And that's good for me because I work for them, and then they'll be happy and they'll make my life easier, and then I can stop doing the silly fancy voice that I need to do that you told me to do.
You told them to do that voice then, did you?
Yes, is what you said I should talk like.
It's harder for him to swear when he's using that voice.
It is difficult
Because he has to focus in on doing the voice that he...
Yes,
Oh, all right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
it's
good.
very hard.
Yes.
Well, and not to put a too fine a point on it, but this day is already a bit of a mess. We've already had staff tripping over things and breaking glasses, and there's a whole situation happening in the ballroom. So, as much as it does pain me,
Mm.
I am counting on you two to be better than everyone else in this house. We need to pull this off together. Can't trust anyone these days.
Yeah, easy money. I can get the Vagaboys if you need extra help.
No, please leave
Dillin,
the Vagaboys.
the Vagaboys have never, will never, and are not presently invited to this house.
All right. I'll
Can
tell
you-
Crasher,
Thank you.
Basher, Thrasher, and Justin not to come.
Did they already think they were invited before just now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go and walk and pretend I did not hear that. Quincy?
I I will handle my brother, and I will make sure the girls are properly dressed and ready for the festivities.
Brilliant. Thank you. And she'll head out and hand the comb cleaned now to Ro.
Dillin like puts their hand like in the middle for like do like a team like go team.
I slap their hand.
I've never seen that gesture before in my life, so I just keep walking.
Ow, Quincy.
Dillin.
So Ro has the comb in her hand at this point.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
She hands it to Quincy.
I take it, and I will hold on to that for you, madam. And well,
It's supposed to go in my hair. Aren't you supposed to dress me? Isn't that supposed to be what you're good at?
I can go with the situation. Yes, of course, Ro, and I will place it in her hair and style it in a way that she would prefer.
And the styling is gorgeous. It is breathtaking. How beautiful. She's in this wonderfully like rich kind of earthy brown, chocolate brown gown, and this comb and this hairstyle, it was a vision, the way that you placed the comb that brought everything out in her.
I styled it and everything else after one of the paintings of her mother that is somewhere along this estate that I know that she likes.
I'm so sorry for my harsh words earlier. I didn't mean them. I'm just entirely too stressed out about today, and I am taking it out on you, and that was really unfair. This was just a really exceptional work.
It is. I appreciate your concern, miss, but your apologies are not necessary. I understand. This is a very, very important day, and you are going to do splendidly.
Thank you. And from across the room, you hear Lark saying, "Are we going to be late? We need to get going. This is going to start. Where are we headed?"
Yes, Pip, Lark, come hither. Let's here. And I throw Lark over my shoulder, and I'm like, let us go.
Oh, put me down. Put me. What are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you there on time. You said you were worried about being late.
I can walk on my own two legs.
Okay, then walk.
Madeline, who has just like been walking ahead to go return to her other duties, just stops, says nothing, but does just turn around and closes her arms across her chest, waiting for this to hopefully resolve.
You look quite nice. Let's just
Down.
yeah. Watch. What, Quincy?
Put
What do you
her
want?
down.
She's down. I put her down.
Just walk behind her. Not too far behind, but
okay.
The two twins, they take each other's hands, give them, a little squeeze, look into each other's eyes. We have been here before. We are going to do amazing. And they share this little moment between the sisters before they proceed down to the ballroom. And when they get to the ballroom, the doors fling open, and this ballroom is gorgeous. All of the glass, that was what shattered, gone. And in fact, Madeline can see that there are different classes, but so far, nobody has seemed to notice that they don't quite match as perfectly. So a footman comes out and says very triumphantly, presenting Lady Lark Valgrave and Lady Ro Valgrave. And of course, every head turns to look at the staircase. As they are coming down the staircase, they're standing there. The three of you are off kind of in the side of the ballroom in a corner, watching from afar. You have Lark in this beautiful, delicate lace, this like gold lace dress. The gloves are looking a little shabby. In fact, there might be somebody who whispers something about, really, are those gloves? You overhear it from a table. Like, why would they choose that?
I actually like those gloves. Those are good
But
gloves.
the person next to him says, oh, but look at Ro. Oh my goodness, isn't she absolutely stunning? I have never seen anything like it. And the two girls come gracefully down. Now, Lark has like just a touch of a stumble, just like like perhaps the hem was a little too long and it was
I
not
told you if
quite
I just
fixed. And
carried her.
so she tripped a little, but she recovers herself. She just kind of has a little moment, like a little flustered moment. Ro, on the other hand, gliding down.
Question.
Yeah.
As Lark starts to take that bit of a tumble, can I recognize that that's about to happen and then try to like cough just like
Yeah,
really loud
absolutely.
to like
Yeah.
distract in that singular moment to give her a moment?
If that is a choice you want to make when these
that-
girls are having their grand interest, you are welcome to.
Okay, that's
I also have a bit of an idea as well, which we could both do these things simultaneously.
Would they prefer me to cough to distract from her embarrassment, or would they prefer me not be involved at all? Is a great question.
That is a great question.
Dillim's out back smoking a cigarette.
I think,
Yeah, of course.
I think regardless, Quincy would prefer to take any flack if it means that people don't remember that moment. So yes, I will do that. If I can do sensitivity observe to like recognize that it's happening, and then cool.
Wow.
And you know what? I'll spend a passion.
All right. So add 2 more dice to your pool and you lower your success threshold to 5s and 6s.
Okay. Ooh, that is 1, 2, 2 6s, 1 5. No gloom.
Oh, that's a triumph.
Beautiful.
And so you manage to not only cough and distract them, but cough in such a way that it takes not one iota away from their graceful descent down the staircase. It's just enough. Anyone who was going to be fussy about the way she might have stumbled focused on you. Everybody that was going to just admire them beautifully was not concerned with a staff member's cough.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Quincy, you okay? You all right there, pal? He's patting you on the back.
Perfectly fine. Wipes away a tear from his eyes.
Yeah.
We did equally a good job, didn't we?
You were there.
So the two girls, they descend the staircase, and then comes their final moment where they both each dip into these deep curtsies to introduce themselves to society. The room is hushed. They curtsy so gracefully, even a guest gasp a little bit. And suddenly, as they go to rise, the room bursts into resounding applause. The Valgrieve twins have arrived.
Small claps.
Clap, 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 clap,
Very
clap.
small claps. Very small claps.
In the far corner is Lady Catherine Valgrieve, and she is standing there with like a small, like satisfied lift of her chin, and kind of acknowledging your efforts. And in fact, she goes to Miss Madeline very specifically.
Yes,
Lady
that's right.
Catherine is the matriarch of the Valgrieve family. She is this older woman, one of the original, one of the oldest living members of the family still, and she is sharp. She can be cruel, but she is exacting, and she is utterly devoted to her family, and she is also known for revenge when she would like to serve it. She comes up to you and she just wants to acknowledge your efforts. She says, a flawless debut, wouldn't you agree? And I will say that you need to make the evening remain flawless, or I will know who to blame. Looking directly at Madeline.
Oh no.
And Madeline, although very clearly aware of how terrible the stakes are, tries very hard to just keep her decorum up, and even as like a tray goes by with like a glass of champagne, and she will pluck it off and hand it to Lady Hargreaves, and just tilt her head forward. Of course, very vigilant eyes. This will be a day to remember for the rest of their lives.
I'm glad to hear it. And she takes the glass, she takes a little sip and says, and walks away.
That's actually that's actually I love you in Lady Heart. Most people don't know this, but
this glass of champagne didn't make me throw up immediately.
yeah, that's actually like really affectionate for her. If you knew her, you would get it. But that's okay.
So yes, and so the string quartet starts playing. People start dancing. The party keeps going. Is there anything that you would like to do before their father offers a gift? He's going to present a gift. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Yes, I would like in making the rounds, which normally what I would be doing is just making sure everybody's glasses are filled and their plates are full and their napkins are clean and that they have everything they need. As I'm doing that, I imagine that Madeline knows who these people all are and knows who the worst gossipers are and those who are prone to try to take something negative away from this day. And so she's going to kind of spend extra time around them to make sure and kind of see if if there's anything to be worried about yet.
Why don't we make a roll on that?
Yeah. I was thinking that would be decorum and observe.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So that is 2 6s, no 1s.
Right. So you make your rounds, you're making sure that everyone's having a lovely time. And then you notice Eloise Galdepark and Juliet Galdepark. And you know that the Galdeparks are a problem. They've always been a problem, but especially Juliet, who is another 15-year-old who has not quite yet debuted, but is supposed to debut in the same season. And she is there with her relative, Lady Eloise. They are also fixtures in Whitby Gardens. They are rich among rich. They have all of the wealth to buy all of the influence that ever influenced. And they are sitting there looking over the glasses, looking over everything, are the drapes wrinkled?
Mhm.
Did she really wear those gloves? You hear a little.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to kind of diffuse that with kindness and kind of just come up, refill a glass, and things are going so splendidly, aren't they? But I just can't wait. I heard that we have another one entering our wonderful society so soon. That's going to be a joyous time.
Lady Eloise speaks up and says, yes, and she is going to be beautiful, and we cannot wait. We are so excited for her.
As am I. I know I won't get to see it with my eyes, but I'm so sure that it will be the talk of the town for days and days.
I'm sure everyone will hear about it.
Can I get you anything?
A canapé, please.
Absolutely. I know what a canapé is. So
it's an hors d'oeuvre. Like it's a specific hors d'oeuvre. But the fact that she has asked a housekeeper to go fetch her, like this is a footman's thing. So, so Madeline needs to probably decide whether she's going to be like a little bit offended or not, or just doesn't care. Like there's no pride here. I will go and fetch them this piece of food.
What do I do to be offended and do it anyway?
That's whether or not you can keep it off of your face. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I think she swallows it down. She gets she takes one that's already en route to someone else and just kind of takes it. She's not going all the way to the kitchen. Let's be serious.
Oh, thank you. You are such a dear.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You let me know if there's anything else I can do to make this party more enjoyable for you.
Of course. But I do want to note something for you that's not necessarily with them. But there is a slight smell in the ballroom. Just a vague little hint. It's sort of as you move through the room, as you're checking things, you're like, there's a bit of a slight funk in this room.
Uh-oh.
I go grab Dillin by the ear.
What? Maddie, come on. What did I do?
Why does the ballroom smell? Have you
know.
brought those miscreants in for another late night smoking poker?
Late night smoking
poker. Which is absolutely a thing I get caught doing every week, and I do not learn my lesson.
I think you call it smoking poker.
Yeah, we just call it poker. Yeah, I think you look around and you see 4 people in like oversized suits that are clearly Quincy's, Crasher, Basher, Thrasher, and Justin, kind of like lurking about, talking to people, chatting people up. And I think I brought them in to chat up Lark to make people more friendly towards her debut, to like hype her up, if you will, like an entourage for a boxer almost.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're doing. But I don't know if they're the cause of your smell. But I'm like, no, I didn't bring them in. I don't even see them. I don't know what they look like.
I turn around, immediately see them, and turn back to you, and I'm like, Dillin Tarley.
Madeline, unknown last name.
That's not for you. They cannot be here. They have to be gone. They should never have come. This will not help the girl's reputation, and it will not help our jobs.
Okay.
So please, get them out of here.
I'll go round them up.
I will continue to investigate the smell, but my bet is on them.
Fine, I'll go grab them. And I go around and I collect.
Thank you.
Crasher.
Discreetly.
Okay. And I like walk to each of them and I'm like, oh yes, Sir Crasher, Basher, Thrasher, and oh yes, Justin. Please, right this way. We have a special table for you in the back. and I take them to the back. I'm like, hey guys, I'm sorry. Madeline says you can't be here, but I'll be outside in like 2 hours for the fight.
Oh.
And they take a little. They get out of here.
Yeah, they did. Yes, the what Crasher, Basher, Dasher, and Justin. Like Dillin, like, all right. Well, this was lame and boring anyway. So yeah, we're gonna get some smokes. We're gonna get some brews. We'll see you later.
Yeah, meet you at that work site where everyone's fighting at nowadays.
Oh yeah. Hey, we should go down to Brummis. Let's go down to Brummis. Let's see some fights down there.
Yeah, let's go to Brummis. I'll see you guys in a bit. Maybe
All
I'll bring Lark. We'll see.
I don't know if we want to take little girls down there.
Oh, all right. Maybe I won't bring Lark.
Just saying. All right. All right.
Needs to grow up.
We'll
anyway.
see. We'll see you later. We'll see you later. They do depart, and the party continues. And you see the staff and that footman, Dillin, if you remember the footman from earlier with the glasses. Yes.
I could never forget.
Yes. You actually, recall him, and he is helping wheel out this covered. It has to be a portrait. I mean, it's clear, this giant sort of portrait, this giant frame. And there is this green velvet covering over it. The crest of the Valgrieve is on the cover. And as they are rolling out this huge frame, the crowd once again goes quiet. And Lark and Rose father steps forward. He's a tall man, and even as big and tall as he is, this thing is even larger. And it immediately reminds you of the family portraits that you've seen all over the house. And he puffs up his chest, and his voice carries throughout the whole ballroom. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends, I present to you the future of the Valgrives, my beautiful daughters, Lark and Roe. And with a confident pull, the covering falls away to reveal this painting. A moment of silence hangs in the air, and then a faint, acrid stench falls over the crowd. People shift uncomfortably, nose wrinkling, and you hear, what is that smell? And then the full horror hits. The twins' likenesses are smeared beyond recognition. Dark streaks obscure their faces, and runny brown muck is dripping down this painting. The stench intensifies, and you quickly realize it's fecal. And there's also a message written across it that says, under finery, only filth. The guests gasp. Some people laugh and snicker. The twins' father grips this huge gilded frame so tightly his knuckles turn pale. His eyes blaze with fury. He's turning purple, daring anyone to speak, and Lady Catherine's expression is pure ice. Her voice slices through the rising murmurs. Take it away now. The staff scrambles to push the portrait out of the room. Lark and Roe are standing there, frozen and mortified. Lady Catherine looks right at Miss Madeline, but eyes also flickering to Dillin and Quincy. She says, clean up this mess. She leans in, voice dropping. Someone has done this to humiliate our family, my family, to humiliate me. And I will not have it. She looks again, right at Miss Madeline. I trusted you. And there is a sense of blame that comes from this. And then finally she just says, find out whoever is responsible and bring them to me.
Yes, Mom. And Madeline walks over to Quincy and Dillin immediately. I have to find out who did this.
I didn't do it.
I was going to ask. Thank you for clearing that up. You have to cheer up the girls. They can't remember this day like this.
I agree. I will see. Like, I think there's like Quincy is like shell shocked in this moment of like truly just like in pure like amazement / negative. Like is almost like how could this? Who could? Why would? Like there's just so many spiraling questions in his mind that he's like struggling to kind of be actually reactive to Madeline in a way that is that works.
I think is there like like could I roll for maybe like since I kind of like have bumbled around from house to house, would I know of like another house that may have wanted to embarrass the Valgrips? Could I roll for that?
Well, so, and there's also, I mean, I just want to remind you too that you have a portfolio, and portfolio does sort of automatically just work. So if you want to spend points of portfolio, that is also an option. You can roll, but you can also spend portfolio, and so you can decide how you want to find that out.
Yeah, maybe I will use portfolio. My access maybe. Since I've had access to many houses, so like maybe I know a lot more of the dirt.
Well, access tends to be about like getting into places that would otherwise be restricted. Do you have information?
I didn't take information. Fuck. Should have taken information. Fuck.
Read me your portfolio list
I
again.
I have one in access, one in entourage, one in mentor, and one in title. I could also
you
just roll.
Could actually, Quincy, what is your portfolio?
My portfolio is I have one in access, information, reputation, and title. So here's what use information.
I was gonna say, if Dillin uses mentor, you could be that mentor that has the information.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll use my mentor.
Yeah, I guess I am your mentor since I am teaching you the ropes.
That's why I took it.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I guess, I feel my kind of thought around Quincy is that he's worked for this family for probably many, many years. I think a large portion of his career has been with this family. And so as far as maybe being able to know like family rivalries, any other instances of like this kind of like larceny. This isn't larceny. This is
defacement.
Yeah, defacement. Yeah. So I will spend that one in information.
Well, you know that the girls have had a lot of trouble with Julia at Galda Park. That there is some rivalry there, some competition there, and it's just like but I mean, you can't imagine a Galda Park going and smearing shit all over a painting. Like
they'd have to get shit on their hands in order to do that.
And they would not get shit on their hands. And so like, you know that this rivalry exists, you know the debut is coming up, and you also have an inside scoop that Lady Catherine poached their portraiture artists. Yes.
Okay.
But the idea, again, it just doesn't feel right that like they would not have gone into, well, you don't even necessarily know what kind of
it, but they wouldn't be the people that did the act.
Yeah.
Understood. I think like as standing here shell-shocked, Madeline, Dillin talking around me, slowly like just coming into focus, and then just like the singular words, Gilda Park.
What was that?
Pardon?
The Gilda Parks. Who else would even dare to deface our young mistresses? beautiful portrait.
Well, all right, we can't make baseless speculations, but we can take that and look into it.
Yes. I mean, I guess I look to you, Madeline, and I ask, have you seen, like, anyone of their family?
Did I see any from that family?
You
did,
saw
right?
Eloise and Juliet
Eloise
Goldpark
is
at the
Gilda
table.
Park.
That's who
Yeah,
you
okay.
fetched the
Canapes.
canapé for.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yes, I did, and they were their usual unpleasant selves. But that isn't to say that they would do something this debased. But we will find out more. I have an idea.
The ballroom is still tense, and Lady Catherine has walked away. The guests are whispering to each other. Some look amused, some look disgusted. The mortified twins are still standing frozen at the edge of the room. And in fact, Lark is trying to maintain her composure by like standing stiffly like a statue, just, isn't going to talk to anybody, whereas Ro is tearing up, visibly shaken, and the girls are supposed to be interacting with the guests, and neither of them can do it.
Okay. Just whatever you do, Dillin.
Yes. Say it.
Don't say anything that would upset Lady Lark. Just try to calm her, reassure her, listen to her problems, and let her know that that her problems will be taken care of.
Okay.
Because that is your job.
Okay. I will assure her that I will take care of the problems, and she has nothing to worry about.
Good.
Yes. Okay. Dillin goes up to Lark and goes, "Oh, Lady Lark, I'm so sorry for what has transpired. You do not deserve this. Your debut is very important to me, and it's very important that this goes well. So I assure you that I will find who did this, and I will kill them with my bare hands."
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
They do not deserve to live after this.
I agree. And I shall murder them, and I shall make them suffer for days. They shall not understand what it means to live once I am done with them.
I am so glad my parents hired you. I feel so reassured right now.
Yes, of course, my lady. Now please, go have fun while I take care of this deed.
Well, what are we going to do about Ro?
Oh,
Ro's
shit.
over there, shaking, crying. But.
Hello, Lady Ro.
I go up in
You see him diving across the table.
The moment that I see Dillin start to turn towards the young lady around, I immediately I burst just dash in between them. And I go over and I I put a reassuring hand on her shoulder, and I don't know if it would be improper of me to kneel down to become lower to put us more on an even foot. I don't know if that's improper, but I think that's his instinct.
It's not improper to do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah. So I would go and I go, young lady, whatever is the matter?
Didn't you just see what happened?
Oh, that old business. Yes. well, I'm going somewhere with this. Let me cut.
What do you mean that old business?
Lady Rowe, I understand that this is a very important day, and it seems that something absolutely terrible has happened, but let me assure you that come tonight, no one will ever even remember this. And not only that, Lady Catherine Valgrave, as well as the rest of the staff, are dedicated to making sure that everything from now on runs smoothly, that whoever has done this is taken care of, but more importantly, that the only thing that people will remember from today is how beautiful the two of you were when you first entered. That was your first impression. Whatever that was, it's not a mark on you. It is a mark on the ones who have done it, and they will have theirs. But you have
I am
yours.
really beautiful, aren't I?
The most beautiful in the world.
We are so beautiful. That's right. Thank you, Tarly. I feel quite a bit better now. We will murder the individual who did this.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Yes, and Dillin
And
standing
we will
right behind
remain
her.
beautiful while it happens.
As you should.
Of course.
Now there are others who will take care of such dirty business so that your hands can stay clean as they should be.
Of course. You see the two girls turn to each other again, clasp hands, much like they did when they were coming down the hallway towards the ballroom, and they seem to take comfort in each other and buck up and find a new resolve and turn to the party and start going and talking to people and dancing, and they really feel like you put them on the right foot again.
I turn to Dillin and I say, we're going to find the bastard who did this, and I'm going to wring him by his neck.
Yeah, let's kill someone.
God. Okay. My goodness.
This episode of One Shot uses music from the following artists: Full Bloom and Storyteller by Shimmer, Meadowcroft and Kissed by Frost by Cody Martin, The Finishing Touch and Never Too Many Snackies by Dresden the Flamingo, Bells Are Ringing, Loving Memory, and Suite du Matin by Moments, Let the Games Begin by CJO, and Stolen Moments by Salon Dijon. This episode of One Shot was edited and sound designed by Tracy Barnett. You can find more of their work online anywhere at The Other Tracy.